Yo.
Yes, sir. What's up, guys?
Yes. This DJ will kick the floor in three, two, 1.
On the troll.
Hello again. Welcome to Mzansi. It's that time of the night where we have to talk about the case. I know some of you have been asking and we couldn't give you answers because obviously we had to let Emily deal with the situation that she is at right now. We have reported on our community tab, so that's why you won't be seeing Emily today. That would mean that cameras are off and you are only going to be hearing from Mr. Anonymous only. Just a confirmation if you can hear me, and then I will continue as usual, and I would have to do what Emily does in this situation. Right, guys, so today, I'm just going to capture for today only. We will backtrack and see what we can find if we go back, because obviously we have to take it from there. But for today, I just had to say something because I mean, most of you have been asking about where are we fine? And I would like to say we are fine in terms of not being touched. Obviously, no, we're not looking for troubles. But then Emily had a situation that she's still dealing with, and she will be back. And I'm hoping that that will be next week when the case commences again. So on Wednesday, on the 4th of October 2023, Advocate Mshololo was expected to wrap up her cross-examination for Constable Sizwe Zungu. Advocate Mshololo started off by reminding him that yesterday they stopped the cross-examination where Mr. Zungu was meeting with Warrant Officer Makhubo. Thereafter that he met with Warrant Officer Makhubo and then Colonel Buthelezi. Mshololo to Zungu. Okay, I'm sorry guys, this is my first time going through what Emily goes through. He then dismissed your evidence. That is Mshololo saying to Zungu. He then dismissed your evidence as false. Now I want to know what happened with the meeting with both of you. Zungu said, when we met with the police officer Buthelezi and Makhubo, Buthelezi asked why he implicated the 3 accused suspects and then asked where did he get that information from. She then stopped asking about the accused and think she was more focused on Kelly Khumalo and Kelly Khumalo's family. Buthelezi asked what he knew about Khumalo family. He said he told him he's not related to Khumalos. Mshololo, then did you tell Colonel Buthelezi about the information you had about suspects? Zungu, yes, that I knew the suspect. Colonel Buthelezi did not have much interest in the suspect, but Khumalos, and my relationship with them, how am I related to them? And then he said to her that I do not know the Khumalos and I'm not related to them. That is Mr. Zungu. Did you tell Colonel Buthelezi that you had important information about the suspect in this matter? Zungu said yes. That is the reason why she called the meeting. Mshololo, what was that you said to Colonel Buthelezi about the information you had? Zungu, what I told her was that I know the suspect. Did you give her a description? Zungu, I didn't because she didn't ask. Mshololo, what else did you tell Colonel Buthelezi? Zungu, there's nothing much that I said because I think Warrant Officer Makhubo had briefed her already. Don't testify. That is Mshololo. Don't testify on something you are not sure of. I'm just asking if you know about. Okay, guys. I don't know if I will have to go through this. I don't know if I have to go through this, but in a sense, there is something for those who do not know the whole story. In a sense, there is something that has been bothering me about this whole case, starting from the beginning. And I will tell you why. I was supposed to start doing this case when Emily was absent. Then I started doing my own research. If you remember, this is the time where D4 was actually part of the case. He was talking about the trial within trial. So what I'm seeing here, and this is my opinion, obviously, what I'm seeing here is a totally different thing that I'm seeing. That doesn't make sense. It seems to me this case did not go through a trial within trial. Why am I saying this? This case was supposed to go through that. And why is a trial within trial more important? Because it seeks to clarify what is not clarified. It seeks to also tell the accused why they are accused, if really there is solid evidence that they need to go through. And this case didn't go through that. I think at the time when Mshololo took this whole case, and Mshololo was present with D4. D4 was fighting for this. At the time when Mshololo took this case, the main aim was to sort of finish this case as quick as possible. That's why he kept on saying, can we then go through a trial within trial? And that was not entertained at the time. Most of the things happened. D4 was fighting with people, and I think the judge also was not more friendly to him, so he was not warm to him. That's my thinking, obviously. That's my own perception. So what happened is that thing was, I would say, thrown out eventually. It was never entertained. But in my own thinking, and lawyers will correct me here, in my own thinking, I feel that if Mshololo really wanted to shut this case down, they were supposed to go through that process. Because what is happening now, Mr. Who's this guy? Vaseline. He keeps on bringing new evidence every day. Evidence that was not going to be even, I think, in my own thinking, it was not going to be, not even in my own thinking, because some of the statements were done just recently. That was not going to be part of that trial within trial. So that evidence now that is coming now, that is seemingly looking like a strong evidence, someone who's putting these people in the house, someone who's saying these people were with me, even though he's not saying they were in Khumalo's house. He's basically saying they were within Fosloras. So that was not even we were not even gonna reach this stage. But, and this is my own thinking, lawyers being lawyers, they also want to make money. If you remember initially, when D4 took this case, he took this case so that it was sort of a pro bono in a sense. So lawyers being lawyers, they probably did not care about that, because a trial within trial could have thrown this case out, right? And shut this case down. And we could be focusing on 375. Now we are here. And I feel like they are drowning now. And I'm going to say this because this is what I'm observing. I've been watching this case since it started again from this recess. I've been watching it. I've been checking it. I feel like they are drowning now. Because when they initially took it, it seemed it was going to be an easy case to win. And probably there was going to be money involved. And obviously you work for money. Now, this guy, he keeps on bringing these things that obviously don't make sense. Now they are frustrated because this case doesn't seem to have an ending, and I don't think it will ever end. It will continue until maybe I get old. I don't know. Older than I am today. if they went through the trial within the trial, for example, Zungu's testimony was not going to be there. Zungu's testimony was not going to be there because this is something that was written recently. Many testimonies that this man keeps on bringing, like, oh my Lord, this is just a paper, a small paper, nothing much. There's nothing into it. This is where we say today, when this case was postponed again, I felt Difo was right. All along, Difo was right. Because let us look at it this way. If this case was thrown out, then Mshololo and the rest of the defense would not be present, right? So there would be no money. There would be no going to court and making money, right? So then we would have people who were in the house that day coming, and then that would be a different case, different ball game. But because people, in my thinking, people were interested in this case, it could be about names. People wanted to make their point as lawyers, wanted to be seen as good lawyers, wanted to be seen as sharks. Now, we are here today. Mr. Vaseline is not stopping anywhere. He brings anything that he finds on the street. Now today we have to feel sorry for them. And I've been watching this case. I've been going along and but today when they postponed, I felt that this is the time where we need to say what should be said. And what should be said is that I can go through the script, which my writer, I don't know, guys, I tried to go through it. Some of it is I think it was not polished in a sense, so I will leave it because in any case I wanted to have this point across. If we went through the process, even there was a second chance, de novo, you come back, you want to continue as if you are fine with everything that is happening, as if you know what this case entails, who's going to be testifying it, as if you have all the information. You come back, you want to go to the main case, the main trial. Now, here's the main trial. It's a mess. And I'll tell you what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is that Baloyi does not care that much. If it goes, it keeps on bringing a loop after a loop, something new. We can keep on doing this thing the whole year. Even next year, next year, we can keep on doing this thing until this case fades. This is my own thinking. I'm not saying that is the case. This is my own thinking. And obviously, everything that is said here is alleged. This is a court of public opinion. I think this is the first time I get a chance to basically vent. But what I'm seeing here, we are following this case that, in my own opinion, we shouldn't be even following. But today we are here. We are sitting here. We are feeling frustrated. Some of us, we're feeling frustrated because I mean, some of the things that are said there, those small lies and whatnot that we see there, it's basically a waste of time. It's okay. I mean, the defense can keep on postponing, even the prosecutor can keep on postponing. What matters is, do we see justice for Senzo Meyiwa and the families? And I don't think we are going to see that because of how this case started. This case started like it was a kangaroo court. There was no planning, there was nothing. It's like, let's go, blow by blow. I'll keep on bringing, you keep on discrediting. I keep on bringing someone new, you keep on discrediting until the end. And obviously, the state will never run out of money because who pays for it? We pay for the state. Me and you and everyone else who's working, we pay for the state. So the state is rich. Who's going to run out of cash? Those that we do not pay for. And are we ever going to see justice? I don't think so. When I saw this Judge Rata, being relaxed about the fact that some of the things, even Nisi was complaining about them, the man was relaxed. You know, when it comes to Baloyi, okay, I hear, how many days are you going to need? If this was defense, I'm telling you today, they will be studying or doing something. But okay, it's fine. Baloyi, we can always accommodate Baloyi. It's fine. Baloyi is accommodated. If it's his mistake that he keeps on bringing new things, as if this case started yesterday, as if this is something that happened on 2022, last year, maybe, or December, something new. This is something that the state has been preparing for many years. For many years. But we're still here. We are still here. We are listening to this gibberish that what we are hearing from court, and I'm telling you, maybe we can blame the defense as much as we can. The only blame I would put I would say they are responsible for is not going or not applying for a trial within trial, because I mean we are people. In my own thinking, if I have a chance of making money, I would make money. We have seen lawyers representing people defending indefensible. We have seen that. It's okay. But my feeling today, when this court was postponed, what I felt, it's totally different. Today, I felt like this case is actually going to take these people who are in jail straight to jail. And you can disagree with me. It's okay. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Emil is not here and I'm probably frustrated that she's not here. She's at the hospital. And I know she's going to pull through. She's a very strong woman. But honestly speaking, today when this court was set to be postponed until Monday, my feeling was that these people are going down. We postponed. We thought we were going to come with something solid. But we're still questioning as if we never postponed. I don't know if you have seen that. No one is saying these photos were photoshopped. No one is saying that this is the case. It's a matter of, I was in George Koch. There is no proof of that. You know? There's no proof of that, except that this is a picture, and I don't know, maybe you can prove by going there and taking that picture again and say, here's George Koch, here's, I don't know how. But basically, if you have noticed, we're still where we were when we stopped. There is no improvement, there's nothing, nothing has changed. So that will only mean that these people are going down. I know we have been saying that, hey, but honestly speaking, even the judge today is saying, no, you cannot say you don't know, or it's okay. I want you to say something. Give me something. And the guy obviously is saying, oh no, if you say those pictures, actually I was there. I saw that guy. Earlier, I saw that guy. So it's this guy's word against these people. And in all honesty, let us remove the fact that this guy's testimony has been all over and not making sense. In all honesty, you can see that this is not making sense. But the question is, what is this guy fighting? What is this guy fighting for? What is he? I mean, this guy is presented as someone who saw crime and never did anything. can that person lie if they are able to tell on themselves, you know? And I'm not saying they're not lying. Obviously, in my own, any day, anytime, they are lying. But now let us look at what's happening in court. We're always going to bring another, some called expert. I mean, how many experts are we going to get of cell phones? How many? There is no juice on those cell phones. We can't get SMSs. We can't get anything. We were given 2 SMSs, 3 SMS. That's it. Love SMSs. But it seems as if you look at the situation right now, it is holding. It seems as if it is what actually a court requires in this case. At the present moment, I don't know what you are looking at or thinking, but in my own thinking, it seems as if it says, yeah, if I say I saw you and I'm not fighting with you, I'm not your enemy, why would I be wrong? Why would I tell lies about you if I've got nothing against you? That is what I'm seeing. And in that process, case 375 is continuously being crushed because case 375, the face of case 375 is Buthelezi and Warrant Officer Makhubu. I mean, they were not interested. They were only interested in asking about the Khumalos. So this seems like a witch hunt, basically. These people really, they are targeting the Khumalos. I mean, they've got something against Khumalos. Why would they keep on asking me about Khumalos even if I tell them as a policeman that, hey, I know those guys. They were there during that time. They even went out. They disappeared just around the same time when the incident happened. So, Mtogo came, defended the Khumalos. Tumi came, defended the Khumalos. Now, someone who was not in the house came. He's telling us that these people were, in a sense, witch hunting the Khumalos. Kelly Khumalo is being withdrawn or is not even included as a witness, as a state witness. All we are getting is people with cell phone this, cell phone that. All we are getting is people who are telling us with proximity, if you call this number. All we are getting is people who are telling us about bullets. They have managed to bring the other gun. The state now is no longer saying that the revolver was not there. In fact, by this guy, this Zungu guy, is saying, no, the revolver could have been there in that house. Even though the revolver was there in that house, it could have been some other gun because they had 2 guns. Now the state is no longer saying, no, there were 2 dark guys that entered. No, it changed. Now there's a light guy that is involved and who happens to be a Rastafarian or whatsoever. So basically, let us be honest. We are not going anywhere. And the more we fight, the more 375 faked. And that's my worry. I don't care, man. We can have this kangaroo court as much as we want. And we can come here and discuss. But the problem is that this is fading away. 375 is fading away. The person who was supposed to decide on the case said this is a junior. It's like an exercise. That's why 375 was not chosen over 636. And then people who come and testify in 636, they talk about 375. In fact, for us to know about 375, it was because of TIF. So all the people that are in 375, to this day, they don't look credible because people who have had an encounter with them. They are saying some of them they were done things. They thought they were dying. Some of them they were taken into graves, which we probably agree that maybe is one way of dealing with someone's mind. But is that enough? Is that even in court? Because if someone says that I was traumatized by this person, and now one of the members is saying, no. These people were not interested in what I had to say. No. These people were interested in the Khumalos. Now, what more do you want as a judge? What more do you want besides trusting this, what is in front of you? Now, sometimes I understand maybe the judge could look like a biased judge. I don't know. But in my own feeling, obviously, the judge is not helping in this matter. He's more protective towards the witnesses. But maybe the judge is also frustrated by the defense. This case went to de novo. The judge could be resting at home and chilling right now. If they went and applied for a trial within a trial from de novo and discredited everything that needed to be discredited. Now it's like we are doing discrediting that does not make sense because we have accepted that there is a case to answer. Now it's actually an issue of Baloyi bringing as many as he can, even bring the whole of Fosloras. It's okay. So I have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with 636. We can create a different situation, but as long as we are going to see 375, because 375 is the one that we are looking for. They've discredited the book. The author went and interviewed these people. They've discredited those people. They're saying, no, we told this guy to not write these things. And obviously, right in time, in a certain year, they have time to go to police station and say, I'm reporting so and so. And it's aligning? And let's just face it, today I felt more defeated. Not because, maybe I was more defeated because of my colleague also. But when I was listening to this case, I thought to myself, man, this is useless. We can ask this judge to throw this case out. We cannot do that. The judge is supposed to listen because the defense accepted this case as the case that has solid evidence. To my surprise, when I see a strongest evidence being delivered in the very same year as this one where we are dealing with this case. How did they actually accept that situation? How did it get into that? How did it get into that? Now today we have to sympathize with them. If those guys who are sitting there, they cannot see that they are going down, I don't know. Maybe they need prayers from Bushir. They are going down. I'm telling you, they are going down. It looks like they are going down. Considering the circumstances of this judge, considering they are going down. So we can postpone as much as we want. But the person who's losing and bleeding here is a person who relies on whatever finances that they are relying on. We haven't been told how they are being financed, these people. We haven't been told. So are we going to let it be like this? Yes, we've got nothing. We cannot do anything. And I would say this because Mshololo was there when when it was that fight between the previous judge with Tifo, you know, and Tifo kept on saying that we need to go to a trial within trial. It is not educated, that one. It's not educated. Today, we are here, and they're getting frustrated. And I can tell you, they are getting frustrated. And whoever really is speaking in a voice of God, I don't know. I would say in a voice of God, because I don't want to say things that can put me into trouble. There's this voice of God that is reasoning with these people. These witnesses, they have studied each and every one of those lawyers. They know how to press their parties. They know how to do that. And that can only be God. I mean, God can only understand you. So what would happen when we come back? We are still going to be in this moving how train to Spain or wherever in England. I don't know where we are going. When Emily comes back, obviously we'll have to go through this script. I cannot deal with it because in a sense, what I want to say and what I've seen. Why did we go into research? And look at it this way. These people had time to complain and say, hey, this guy, and we did say it, that these people are not going to get the cell phones. Today they come back, we didn't get the cell phones. Who's fooling who here? Why were you quiet all along? Why were you quiet? You were in a research. Why didn't you pop an email to your judge? You are here today, you are telling us, hey. It's pointless. It's pointless. And you cannot fight taxpayers. You can't. And win. You cannot. Because as much as I'm ranting here, oh damn, I'm paying for that case. Yeah, I'm ranting here, but I'm paying for it. Can you defeat that? It's money. You go now, you want to get expect. That is money. That would mean that maybe you are not going to get paid at some point. So, I don't know. I'm just going to open my lines, guys, and let you, the experts, tell me what you thought. What are you thinking versus the aspect of the public opinion? I don't know. But in my own thinking, there was only one person who could face the state. And look at what happens when you face the state. You can't face your God and think that you are going to win. You can't face your God. So today, I'm even asking more questions. Not directed to Vaseline. Vaseline they allowed Vaseline to do this. Because, well, it was well and good. It is still good now. When they had cases that are pending that probably are going to be paying them money that now had to be postponed because they're court orders. Somewhere, somehow, you have to eat. Can we agree? Somewhere, somehow, you have to eat. So, in Zulu, they say, I'm not gonna try to even elaborate what I meant. Those who understand, they would. You can fight the very same system that pays you. It pays you. It pays your bill. If you do that, you see what happens. So, whether it was hot or not, I heard their arguments and the small questions that they were asking. Yes, well and good, but they are frustrated. I don't know if you haven't seen that. They are frustrated. And these people, they are frustrating them. They are pressing the right buttons. When we deal with Msholo, they know what to say. And she gets all worked up. So what do we have to do? Watch. See how 375. We're drinking 375. If you think 375 is gonna stand, check what is happening with this case. Remember, 375 is dependent on this case. So guys, I'm gonna open the lines. The lines are open. Let me see everything, because I'm alone. I'm alone in this whole studio. I'm just operating everything. It's a mess. And everything I say here is alleged. I don't want Emily to come out and we don't have a channel. It's alleged. It's public opinion. I'm not an advocate, so don't come for me. But in all honesty, everyone that turned their back on Tifo, eventually they get frustrated. I would say that. His English was a normal English, obviously. It's not the coconut English. But his work was better. The guy wanted to shut this thing down. Simple. He wanted to shut this thing down. Stop this thing. It's pointless. Let us deal with important matters. Let's go to 375. Hey, and then there was submission. Hey, my lord, this is a mere junior work. Nothing into it. Today we are here. You are frustrated with me. And now I'm frustrated. And I see many people saying, hey, these people are not working. Obvious. They have to work and work. If you get what I'm saying. There's Senzo's work and there's work that should pay the bills. Not to say that they are not getting maybe anything from this case. But in all honesty, if you had proper money, how much would you pay them? If you look at them, let's assume that maybe let's assume that maybe Mshololo would charge 20 a day. I mean, she's a senior. Nisi, 20. Or maybe, let's say 18, or even 20, even above 22,000. I mean, who can pay that for this long? Who will be able to pay that? Even Oscar Pistorius, it was not this long. It was never long, in fact, with the rate of the lawyer, of the advocate that was there, and other advocates. So, for those who say they do not know a trial within a trial, let me just find a proper explanation so that you guys understand. So that you understand what I'm trying to say. Basically, in a sense, it's basically there to, a trial within a trial is there to check if really there is solid evidence to continue with that case. This is where cases are thrown out. Like maybe the one that happened, the very same case that happened in KZN that was thrown out. So a trial within a trial, often referred to as a viva. Okay, I don't know these terms. I don't want to be saying things, but it's basically dealing with evidence challenge. In a criminal trial, one part, usually the defense, may challenge the admissibility of the certain evidence, such as the confession, a piece of physical evidence, or you see, now what is happening here, it was supposed to be happening in a trial within trial. They may argue that the evidence was obtained illegally in violation of the defense right. That is and also unreliable. Motion to suppress. The part of objecting to the evidence typically files motion to suppress or similar motion, asking the court to exclude disputed evidence from the main trial. It was never done. Evidentiary hearing. That's the way that I don't want to say. There's this VD thing. You guys would know who are lawyers. The court holds a separate hearing, often called evidentiary hearing, to examine the disputed evidence or legal issues. The purpose is to determine whether the evidence should be admitted or excluded from the main trial. Burden of proof. During the evidentiary hearing, the part seeking to admit the evidence, usually the prosecution, has the burden of providing that evidence, that the evidence was obtained legally and should be admissible. The defense may present arguments and evidence against its admissibility. Legal arguments. Both parties present legal arguments, and they may call witness to testify during the hearing. For example, if the defense claims that the confession was coerced, you see what now is being now. You see why in that court they don't say this. My client was coerced, my lord. They would just put it on record, because we have gone past that stage of saying this should not stand because my client was coerced. We shouldn't even be going to the main trial. We are in a main trial. We are still reporting about the client that is coerced. Mzansi, hello.
How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. I support what you're saying, and I would like to give you examples. If you can see the case here, Zuma and Down.
Yes.
The one, what do we call? The one that leaked his medical certificate, and the case of Jacob Zuma and Ramaphosa. They're doing the very same thing.
Yes.
They're crediting the evidence and everything before it can go to court.
Yes.
This is what they've been doing all along. Every time when Zuma comes with a case, why this responding argument, or there are those terms. I'm not a lawyer, but I've been listening to them. They even stop it from going to court.
Yes. Yes.
Even if it's not a trial within a trial, even if that time is not being used, but when you look at the cases of Jacob Zuma and Ramaphosa and other people, it is like that. That's what they should have done, because they had enough. Because anyway, there were two cases that were talking different stories.
Yes.
Therefore, was right, and I'm with you on that one. And I was so frustrated when I see the delays today.
You see,
these lawyers, they said they wanted the cell phones, they wanted the memory stick, and the judge ruled that they be given. I mean, I was hoping that the first thing that they were supposed to do when they come back from at long adjournment that week, they should have started by complaining that yes, indeed, they said given us the memory stick, but they never given us the phone. They should not have entertained, went forward, interrogating this witness without having everything that they requested.
Yes.
So, but here we are after you 2 weeks and you come back with 3 photos. I was so surprised.
Exactly.
The whole 3 weeks, you come back with 3 photos and say, these are the 3 photos that I'm going to ask you about. What can 3 photos do?
Nothing. They're basically doing nothing.
They're doing nothing. Even if people can say the evidence they're trying to discredit, but look at the judge, how clever he was today. The very same point that you made. Msholola asked a question, this guy was in George Cock. Then that guy, he said, I'm not going to comment on that. So if that question was left like that, it was going to help the defense.
Yes.
But the judge insisted that the answer and dispute that. The answer that he wanted the judge is to dispute
that. Yes.
And he achieved.
You see though what is happening. So that's why I'm saying, yes, we might say that you must prove beyond reasonable. This is South Africa. You don't have to sometimes.
Believe me, before the case gets finished, and they are being paid by legal aid.
Do you see?
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, look at the case here with from Kwevan and Go Parliament.
Yes.
They said they ran short of funds before the case could be concluded. Even though she was supposed to be paid by the state, but at some stage, they don't prefer to go home because there were no funds.
Yes.
They're going to do that in this case. They're going to come back and say the funds are finished. I'm telling you that's where this case is going. And those guys, these 4 guys, the way I look at them, they will never work for free like that.
Do you see what is happening? I mean, Jobang, I said it in Zulu. I was near this if you know what you are going to, at some point you are going to need that tree for shade, you cannot mess up under that tree. You cannot.
Yeah, this guys are going down. I'm with you. I've been listening to everything, and the judge is trying to close all the loopholes every time.
Exactly. That tells you one thing. This guy is...
I believe, if me now I was a lawyer today, I should have asked, why, judge, when certain questions are asked, you allow them to say, I don't want to comment. But when it comes to certain questions, you, judge, you are saying that they can't say...
They cannot not comment. In fact, you enforce.
You force them to comment. Okay, give us the real... Okay, they didn't tell us why you have to act like that. You should have asked that question to the judge. Why are you doing that? Because there are questions that you are telling this guy will incriminate himself, doesn't have to answer.
Where is that freedom that you've been giving them if they don't want to answer questions and whatnot?
And he exercised that freedom. But you, judge, you are saying, no, you cannot tell me that. Because you wanted to close that loophole. And that loophole, if it was left hanging like that, believe me, it was very good for the defense to argue.
Do you see? Basically, we as Sizwe would put it, they say sometimes lawyers could be gold diggers, and I'm not saying that these lawyers. I'm just talking general.
No, when I look at them, I don't think they are that much experienced. Like, therefore, the reason why he was experienced, even though he graduated recently, is that he was a policeman. He needed it in this whole thing. So these guys, they don't know that they're old in these things, man. I don't believe that. Because even the manner in which they are doing, there are questions that they should be asking, that follow-ups that they should be making, but they're not making. I ask myself, why are you letting these questions go?
The experience is there in some of them. Look, the experience is there. I won't lie. Like Nisi and Sholol. But again, in a situation where, I mean, in all honesty, in a situation where you rely on me to open the tap for you to open your mouth and get water. What if I close that tap?
Okay, a simple thing, the question that you should have asked yesterday. He came all right in Shololo to ask him. The guy said, at the time, I could not open a case because there was no evidence. So, she should have asked a question, Yaguri. The evidence that you are presenting today is you are presenting what happened on the scene. So when you say you did not have evidence, what is it that you didn't have on the things that you have been telling this court that you wanted to gather?
Do you see?
Because you're not bringing something new. You're telling us exactly the story that happened on the day, but you're telling us at the very same time that at the time you could not report it because you did not have evidence. Which evidence are you talking about? That question should have been asked so that this guy can be exposed.
And the more you keep on postponing, this guy would come back even better. He gets better like a wine. And, I mean, he even now knows how to press the buttons.
Yes, and there is a day, I wanted to call one day and show you something. There is a day when the court was adjourned so early. That guy in Zitans, I don't remember, accused number 2, he raised his hand. He was ignored even by the judge because the judge is able to see everyone down there. He was ignored. I don't know. I'm alleging, but he raised his hand. The judge could not see it. He rushed and closed everything. That guy, he wanted to say something, and I believe what he wanted to say is, I'm here so that I don't have a criminal record, and we keep on postponing. And these postponements that are coming, state councils and listeners excuses every time. They're bringing new evidence every day, and the defense has to prepare. Every time it's like that. Why can't the judge rule that all documentations that pertain to this case need to be brought?
Yes.
So that we would have to stop and say the defense was not given this and that. Unless if they can be a witness like Zungu, who can come at a later stage and say, I have this thing. And my statement is returned in March this year. I can understand.
Yes.
But this evidence that was given on Friday, you will realize that the statements were not made last week. Were made maybe in 2019. So how can they say that they were not in position of those statements when they were made long ago?
Yeah.
These are the things that these people, instead of entertaining the case, they were supposed to challenge it.
They were, but they didn't. They had all the time. All the time. The problem is that they didn't want to follow some of the things that they laid for them. And I would say that
they still have an opportunity.
Where? This is the main trial.
No, to complain about the behavior of the state. This is not the first time they are being ambushed with things. Even Zungu and the state, the defendants were ambushed. They were supposed to collect these things. They group together, they make a statement. So the state every time they bringing things like at the last minute, and we're expected to see it and listen. And this is where we have not even consulted our clients.
Yes.
They might be right in this sense. You're right when you say they're frustrated. But this frustration is because one of the don't want to own up and stand up and say the right thing.
You see, the best solution right now, what would be the best solution? As they are in this situation right now. You're in a situation where you put your feet and everything. You cannot get out. What would be the best solution? What they need to
do now, what I think, is that they need to lay the ground rules when they come back on Monday to say that the state, they need to bring everything that they have in their disposal so that it doesn't delay the case.
Did you hear? I'm sorry to disturb you. Did you hear how the judge was so dismissive of this situation? In a way, this judge today, yesterday, he sounded like this is something that does happen in courts. I mean, did you? I don't know if you heard how he was like that. Apparently, stuff the way he was talking, condescending in a sense for me, to say that these things do happen.
They do happen, but we would need to look at the case as Senzo. It's not something that happened yesterday, where you can say as it goes on, there are new investigations taking place. This thing happened in 2014. So you cannot compare these cases on a blanket approach. You need to compare them as fact to fact. You cannot be bringing new witnesses the case in 2023 when the matter was committed in 2014. Where was this information all along? Where were these witnesses? These witnesses, as they come forward and bring the information, they were supposed to be arrested on the spot. Because like Zungu, it defeated the end of justice by keeping the information with him for so long.
No.
How many people were arrested in the process?
No. There is something that you need to understand. If I see you doing something, I'm not obligated by law to report you. I'm only defeating the ends of justice now if I decide then to harbor that thing and say, no, I didn't see and whatnot, or try to change the situation. If though I saw and I passed, it's not the same.
I was listening to this guy today. I was listening to a guy that I think he was a policeman or a once been.
Yes.
The conduct of police and the conduct of an ordinary person is different. When a policeman, even when he's off duty, when you witness crime happening, you need to act, even if it's not within his jurisdiction. So the conduct for policemen and the conduct for a normal person, that's not the same.
Yes, that is true.
It's not the same.
But what if he argues that, I mean, I'm not obligated to go and off duty and check if this gun is licensed or not? They had guns. They had guns, yes. But I didn't know if these guys are legal or not illegal. And two, at the time, I did not know if there was crime committed.
No, it's fine. No, let me ask you a different question. A policeman, when he finds me with a gun, they have a right to ask, where is the license? Even if I'm not committing any crime. If they happen to be suspicious, they have a right to ask, where is the
They do. They do have a right.
They do.
Yes.
They do, but this guy, the guns were in their, it was not protected. They were holding guns by their hands. You know, holding a gun and having a gun in your possession is two different things as a policeman. If I were to go to a mall holding a gun, it's different like when I'm having it on my waist.
Oh, yes, in a safe position.
It's different. We cannot be interpreting these two things the same. And this guy being a policeman, he did nothing to date. And here is the judge saying to us, you cannot answer questions that are going to incriminate himself. He incriminated himself long ago when he come and tell us that there's a gun that he killed ever.
Says the guy who gives someone a gun who does not have license for that gun. I mean, for me to say, can you store my gun? You would need to have the same license as me. So, I mean, the very same guy gave a bag and said, here we go, put it there. So now, today the judge is saying, no, you cannot let the guy incriminate themselves. It's the same person who didn't want to, what was the word, squash or remove or something. This court cannot do that.
And again, I was listening to a legal expert from SABC yesterday and today. Like enough SABC now, they're trying to be fair. That guy said, the judge took us on paragraph 3. He left paragraph number 4. That paragraph number 4 was also answering what judge was trying to dispute in paragraph number 3. So these two paragraphs, you cannot read a paragraph in a judgment and want to speak on it. Because it's like a Bible. When you read the verse, it doesn't give you a clear indication of what the context or what is being discussed. So the judge is doing that, taking small things from a whole judgment. So these guys, they have this judgment. They should have had in context. Because that guy said, no, the judge was not correct. Because paragraph number 4, it compels the witness to answer.
So say by nature, law.
Yes, because already they incriminated themselves.
By nature.
So even these lawyers, that's why I'm saying to you, I don't know if these lawyers are that experienced because maybe they're lazy to read it or don't have time. I don't know because of the perspective they have. But these are smaller things that if you are in this case with all your effort and your heart, when the judge brings something, you need to go back home and read it in context.
That's what I said. I said, before though, let me submit this. By nature, law is a chess game. I don't know. This judge, he uses, what is that case? 20 something. What is it? 1920 something?
Yes, during apartheid.
Yes.
You can put it like that.
Yes. So that very same, if you read that whole thing, it also hits the judge at some point. To say the judge is also not some sort of a demigod in a sense who's standing there to judge people. But he read a certain portion that supported him.
And the judge cannot interfere when the evidence is being read.
Yes.
The judge, what he needs to do in court, what I know, is that when there is a question that is feels it is irrelevant, he will ask the court, what do you want to achieve with that question? Because I say it's irrelevant.
Yes.
You can rephrase it or I'm ruling that it's allowed. But to interfere where he gives evidence, I've never seen that in the book of law. It is not there.
Well, he's doing that, and he's successfully doing it because.
And these people are allowing him. I like in Shololo yesterday when he approached him and said, "I don't want to have a conversation with the court. I want the witness to respond to questions." She was right, and he was angry about it and claiming that he's stopped from doing his work. But she was right, because we're not here to listen to the judge. We're here to listen to the witness. The main person here in the court is the witness.
This whole case
is about witnesses that are coming to tell us what happened or what didn't happen. It's not about the judge trying to score points when other people make mistakes.
Here we are. We find ourselves here. Thank you, though, for your contribution.
No, thanks, Brandon. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Let us hear others, guys. We have the lines open. You can call. Let us hear what you have to say. Let us hear what is your thinking. This is our thinking. This is what we are thinking. It's very disturbing. I'm worried. You know, the games, they're nice, but the problem, we want the main case. They want the main cause. And we are dealing now with what was supposed to be a trial within a trial for me. In all honesty, immediately when Tifo exposed 2 cases, it was supposed to be a situation of let us test both these cases if we can. Mzansi, hello.
Hi, Mr. Anonymous. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yes.
You know, the problem that we have here, Mr. Anonymous,
yes,
is that there's so much evidence that supports that these people did not kill Senzo Meyiwa. But in the way that the defense is laying, or it's acting, or the way that they're performing in court is poor. You know, even you, Mr. Anonymous, the compilation that you do with Emily every night, you perform better than them. I mean, there was a research that was done by MC Mzito. Yes. They completely flopped it in court. Like, people do investigation for you, they give you papers, they give you stuff, and you go to court and then you mess it up. I guess there are so many areas that they could have attacked that guy. For example, he says that his life is under threat. They should have asked him, why is your life under threat? Did you see this man kill Senzo? And when he says no, they tell him that there are people who saw Senzo die. So when the ballistic report says that there was a shot on the floor at 90-degree angle, somebody saw that shot, but that somebody's having a baby. They're going out. They're going out at night. They're performing everywhere, living freely.
Yes.
But then yet you who didn't see anything, you are under police protection. What is it that they're protecting? You know, you start with things like that. What is it that police are protecting? The 2 men entered in the house. Did you see the 2 men that entered in the house? Did you see any of the 5 men at Mzamo? Or was it Mzamo Street?
Yes, it's Mzamo
Street.
Did
you see them enter the house with a gun? Did you see them in the vicinity of that area? Did you see them in the house? Then why is your life under threat? Whereas there are neighbors who saw things. There are people in the house who saw things, but they're living free. They're not scared of anyone. They're going everywhere. They're getting married. And then things like that. But then no, they're talking about things like Jehovah.
It's
that
a
defense
waste.
team is a flop.
Yes.
That defense team is the biggest flop in the Southern Hemisphere. The biggest flop in the Southern Hemisphere. The biggest. You know, I got interested in this case when I started listening to you guys.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, this is happening. But then when I hear you talk, Mr. Anonymous, and when you explain the law, and then I listen to them, it's like, Mr. Anonymous, I'm representing. Imagine me, I started accounting, and then they take me to go and represent the case number 5. Like, they're so boring. They're so... and then that's why the judge is behaving like that, because they're so They're so incompetent. Let's speak the truth. Mr. Anonymous, they're incompetent. Even their line of questioning, Mr. Anonymous, it's not provoking any action.
No, it is not.
It's not. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. It's that I don't know what. I think God is on those accused guys. God is on their side.
Yeah.
That's why we are here. But then, in terms of what's happening in court, the defense team is the biggest embarrassment. Biggest.
You know, when we started with this new judge, I did say, I mean, maybe the judge initially was expecting for these people to say, no, we are filing for a trial within trial. Let us go. Because now, hey, this guy is going to keep on bringing. He can even take my WhatsApp and say, my lord, here's exhibit X or exhibit W for WhatsApp. Let us go. He's bringing anything. Anything. Basically, he's going to...
He's bringing... You know, I was watching that Zungu guy. I was like, if it was me, I would have paired him up. You know, you give stupid examples like, do you think that any of the policemen in the court who have AMA R4 and AMA R5 can say, I'm going to the toilet, I use number 3, please hold the gun for me? Is that possible? When he says, no, it's not possible, I'm saying, but that's what he did. Because that's what he did. He left his service pistol with those 5 men.
And then the judge would defend him. The judge would say, no, that is incriminating.
Yeah, and then you know what happens with especially with American lawyers? They say it, and the judge says it's incriminating, but it's said. You understand? You created that thing with you. Even you know that they're going to say they're going to object. I guess, but then you said it.
You see, the problem is that, let me tell you what the difference is between the judges in America and the judges in South Africa. In America, we have equals. In South Africa, we have demigods, the smallanyana gods that are judges. So those judges, once they complain, once they complain about you, I'm telling you, there's something. What do I call that thing? IP something. They'll deal with you. So you are there. You can even see how they wear. The fact that we are still wearing these robes, these red things. Useless. You check the American law courts. These people are wearing casual. I mean,
they're wearing suits. They're free. Yeah, they're free. Walking around.
Well, now we are walking with that thing.
You know, but then we know. Let's live in prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's live in prayer.
Yeah. No.
But I must say that I'm very disappointed, even in their eloquence, their language, their knowledge of the law. Mr. Balui gets away with everything. They don't object. They look defeated, BJ. They look.
Maybe my theory is closer to the truth in saying that when it started, it was all good. It was all nice. We even overlooked certain things.
Yes.
And then eventually, when it gets to this point now, this man keeps on saying, I'm going to bring them, even if I bring 1,000 witnesses. Who, I mean, only 5 people were in that house, right? I mean, old people, no, not total, maybe not even 10, including kids. Why is it so difficult? Why do we need to go to Eastern Cape and come back and
then this week is all expecting cell phones, I'm like,
Cleveland case, this and that.
Yeah.
And expect of Cleveland
we
case.
We are talking about the people who confiscated accused number 5 phone. They're going to come. And I was like, anyway, good night, Mr. Numa.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Yeah, I would do so. Guys, please like the video. I know that Emil is not here, but please like the video and share the video. This is how we're doing it today. Today we are more like radio. So let's hear what you have to say. Let's hear what you guys have to say. But all my thinking is that there's a lot of things that need to change about this whole thing. The fact that we're still wearing those mpurampuras, I saw. It's wrong. Looking like clownish there in court. That thing is heavy, and Uzungu is clapping you there. Is even saying, "Are you done?" You feel more like it's hot now. Ngathi wisayun uzoshaya ikhala. Yes. Sorry guys, today it just today just didn't sit well with me. So today I had to say what I needed to say. You can still call and tell me what you're thinking. WhatsApp call, or you can also use the number and tell me what you're thinking. But I'm telling you, from my side, what I'm seeing there, these guys might be going down. These guys might be going down. To close the case. What more? Let's just close it. They just want to close it, seemingly. So I don't know what you're thinking. Tell me what you're thinking. What is your take? But from what I saw, from what I heard, I might as well go to sleep. Maybe tomorrow when I wake up. But guys, we're still going to do everything that we need to do on our side in terms of going through this case and also discussing them like I never discussed what I discussed today. I know that there are people who are fans of Shololo, Yomnisi, a lot of them. I mean, these lawyers, they get these attorneys and lawyers, they get a chance. When they've dealt with them, they realize that it's not green the other side. You come back. Now you want to. Nzansi, hello.
Yeah, well, good evening, Mr. Anonymous. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm blessed, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, but ngicela ukukhuluma isizulu.
Zama mfowethu.
Ngizozama ngimikise kancane. Mina, the day ujudge refused to listen to the clip. Laphayana uZungu ubethe unase statement esibhaliwe phansi. You remember that day?
Mm-hmm.
I knew ukuthi ujudge uqedile vele ngesicasa. He made his decision.
Yes.
Because according to me, I think the defense team was supposed to stand firm. It's either we listen to the clip or akukho vele ukuqhubeka without that statement. Ngabe asikho la sikhona namhlanje. Because manje we are rounding ku-circle into statement esitshintshwa every day. I've never seen a statement, a phone statement esitshintshwayo mina.
Mm-hmm.
No, it has never happened.
Yeah, we're seeing it here.
Yes. Bayimoshe lapho vele. I-defense team imoshe khona lapho vele ukuthi babele babe lenient ukuthi uyaba-scrutinisha ujudge, then they go with the flow. And then the other thing is the follow-up. The follow-up abanayo at all. Babuzumbuzo bakushintsha uhengile kanjalo, they go to the next. I think they felt threatened by the judge.
Yes.
Because once the judge wakhuluma and then kushintsha everything.
That's why I say they take a position of being demigods.
Yes, and they're allowing it. And uZungu uyayibona that thing. uZungu knows ikhona kwaziyo vele laba abangakwazi uyazi ukuthi kuqediwe nje this case vele yazi kwaqeda nje vele ukuthi what's going to happen. The end baqedile vele ngayo ukuthi it's going to end up like this. So our defense team, I don't know ukuthi mase kule mess, how are they going to revive this? It's a mess. It's a mess. I really feel sorry for these guys because banethemba ukuthi something is going to happen, but it doesn't look like. It doesn't look like. Ukungishilo kakhulu ukuthi uTifo vele athi Tifo He started all this. He revealed things that we didn't know. They were just supposed to follow on his steps. Actually, Advocate Tifo made everything very easy. Very easy. They were supposed just to follow as we are saying, when it was supposed to be
a trial within a trial.
A trial within a trial. I'm telling you,
we will be dealing with 375. If that was the case, I mean, all these statements are just new. Most of them, they are very new. You know, we will be done because they won't be there at the time. Now, it's like when we go sleep, Balo is thinking, is like, how about I go fetch someone who's selling fruits most of the time that side? Yeah, my lord, we have a new statement of someone who's selling fruits there. He's going to come and say he saw these 5 guys running.
One other thing, this Zungu guy, I'm a statement, I'm a note, or are kept in 3 different places. That's what he said. Wahamba wayakwacha uya KZN. I said KZN was shredded. What about the others? Where are the others?
Look, those are the things that you would need to ask, but unfortunately they're not being.
The defense team couldn't pick it up. They just couldn't.
But the main point is that it is their own doing. They were not supposed to allow this case to even see the day in court.
Yes.
They were not supposed to allow this case. Now, I hear people saying that they are ambushed. They are ambushed because by allowing a main trial to resume, you are literally saying you are happy with everything. So if I come with whatever that I come with, you have accepted that it's okay, we can move like that.
And they are very frustrated as they're saying, you know, they've reached the ceiling. They are very frustrated. They are very frustrated, these lawyers, because and it really shows Uzungu never went to KZN that weekend.
No. I doubt he went there. I doubt.
What happened, I think, Nina, allegedly, that Friday, they had a meeting or some phone calls. I'm going to write a visit because that's the weekend the judge used to write that verdict. He knew you are not going anywhere. That is why he kept on mentioning his safety, you know, his safety. We are worried about his safety. He didn't go anywhere. And our poor lawyers couldn't pick it up. Why now the verdict so early in the morning on Monday? You know,
I want to say my 2 cents. No, but I get you. Finish your stuff. Then I want to say my 2 cents. Where to for me?
Really, it's so frustrating. It's really so frustrating. It shows Khumalo vela they are so free. It's kwahlala phansi yaqedwa vele inkaqaba lento thina nje kuyamoshwa ngesikhathi ukuthi hayi nani nibonile vele ukuthi we tried. We tried, but ayikho lento, ayikho at all. Ayikho.
Yeah. So
it's so frustrating.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anonymous.
Thank you.
Good night.
Yeah, night. The only solution that I think would give this case, 375 a chance, is to collapse this thing. And how you collapse this thing, obviously, it can come back to bite you if you misbehave. We know how there's something called what not. They deal with you there. But the best thing is to collapse this thing. Either someone complains about the judge, I don't know how they are going to angle this thing, so that we get a new judge, and then we go de novo again and start afresh, do the corrections now, do it right, the right way. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. But if you think that we are going to fight this Mickey Mouse that is happening there, you might as well just try to maybe, how would I say it? Try something that you know for sure it can never be achieved, because this is a case of many lives. This is a case that will come and say, someone selling veggies, he would come and testify that no, I saw you with the t-shirt, you with that. Basically, because honestly speaking, there are people here, I'm looking at the comments, who are saying even the photos are lies. You think, man, think about it. Think about it. Just once, sit down and think. If really everything that is being presented there was the fact, right? We want cell phones, you'll give them cell phones, right? Simple as that. The original source of these pictures. Give me the original source of and that's why we said we wanted original source of these pictures. And I knew for sure, like from my head, I was already thinking, they are not getting the cell phones. No way they are getting the cell phones, these people. They're probably going to get a CD. And they got a CD, didn't they? After I've said it, they will get CDs. And here we go, CDs. And then you find someone here coming and questioning, hey, even the picture. If you want to prove beyond reasonable doubts, right? Here's your cell phone. Here's what happened on your cell phone. There you go. Go through your cell phone. Check. If we are lying, check. If we are not lying, don't check. Right? Simple as that. I'm not going to give you a CD or USB. That is a third part before the second or third. Simple as that. Just here. Here's your phone. Here's a picture of you with Kwabin. Here's the date. Go to your experts. Check me if I'm correct or if I'm wrong. And then you find someone saying, oh, here's the picture, there's a picture. As I'm speaking to you right now, I can create a picture of me and you. If you send me your picture, I can create a picture of right now, as I'm speaking to you right now. Do you think these pictures that we put here on this videos that we normally create, these pictures, do you think that those pictures are like that? They are taken like that? Don't you think we edit them? Don't you think we kind of edit? We take Senzo, we combine Senzo is there together with those accused. Honestly speaking, don't you think that is possible? And that becomes a picture. That becomes a picture that I can go testify about in court. And you come here and say, hey, even the pictures, yes, they are there. I'm saying just go through our videos. Check if Senzo is not at some point on those pictures. The ones that we do to cover our videos. Check if Senzo is not with the accused. Then what if I make a theory that at some point Senzo, these accused were friends and they took a picture with Senzo? And you want to get evidence of that, the source of that, I give you a USB and say, here, the USB that I work on. That becomes the order of the day. That's true. It becomes true. In your head, it becomes true. It's happening. Yes, I saw them. So think about things, guys. Honestly, think about things. We need to think about things. Honestly. Even with those phones, if you give me access of okay, it's fine. Those pictures are the truth, gospel truth. let these people go down, and we are going to enjoy the songs Ngatwala Ngai and all that, and dance to them. Because the people who took Senzo's life, they are known, right? Allegedly. So let us just let this guy go down, shut this case down. We continue with lives as usual. Let the nature take care of itself. That's the only thing that we can say. It worries me that we have this mentality. And I have to say it worries me because this is South Africa. This is South Africa, man. This is South Africa, our land. What more are we so passive on? What more are we so passive on? What more that could be detrimental to our kids' future are we so passive on? Things that we don't want to talk about, obviously. Conversation that we cannot start. I mean, if they just give you and they tell you, hey, this is green. Oh, it's green. Here we go. What more are we so passive on as people of South Africa? South Africa. But it's okay. It's okay. Look, I'm not saying that these lawyers are what. All I'm saying is that they had a chance. They had only one chance that they were supposed to use. Not actually once, twice. Shololo was there with D4. All that was needed is a manpower, support behind DIF, the same way they are doing now, and say, trial within trial. My Lord, we want to see how valid is this evidence? How good is this evidence that we have to now defend our people on? Let us go. Let us smoke. Let's see if really this is something that we need to even waste our times on. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. I don't know. I would just have to close here. Let me see if I can.
Awubona Mr. Anonymous. Ngiyezwa nje ukuthi usisi wethu uyagula, simfisela ukuphola ukusheshsha. Mina mbono wami angiyiboni nje lento yabo leyo yokuthi nje labafana bababona nibhamu banika ugwabini ibhamu. Lokho akusho lutho ukuthi yena uZungu wababona labafana laba badubula bababona khona lapha yana straight. Amaloya lawa singasho ukuthi awiki nawo ayazama shem. Singasho ukuthi ba wiki bayazama.
I didn't want to pause it. So this person is saying that the column, the video call, the voice note, it says they were never seen there. You know what is missing right now? You know what is missing right now? It's someone who sells a banana somewhere who saw them getting out, who's going to corroborate that story of Zungu, them coming out. That's why that person is going to come and say, yeah, I saw you wearing red. Actually, I saw you coming out of the Khumalo's house. You were wearing red, you were wearing pink, you were wearing what. Explaining the same thing that Zungu has explained. That is what is missing right now. Someone who's going to say, no, I was chilling there. Ngosamala mkhodu ngibhizi lapha. Then I saw you. Mzansi, hello.
Hello.
Hi, sir. How are you? Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Yes.
Ninja Antipoti.
Sikhona mfowethu, sikhona.
Yeah, siyaphila. Ngikhuluma ngilalele wena la. Ngizishukela uyaphakama la. Yeah, mana angazi bale le case ngene. Buyela kancane nje emuva futhi. La into engididayo i1 ngathi la South Africa aba understand ukuthi le case lena i case ebuwa ngabantu bonke. The way mangibheka nje even ni judge elithatha ngakhona lezi zinto. And ngiyavumelana nawe ukuthi ngalindlela usho ngayo ukuthi uTifo wenze lento yaba easy. Lama lawyer lawa nento engayi-understand ngoba uma sibheka sikhuluma nje iqiniso. Kwanje ubani lo police ukhona?
Zungu.
Uzungu akana case uze uyi-witness uzonceda ukuthi eqala lihambe kahle. But lama lawyer ngalezi ndlela ambuza ngathi nguye umuntu ono case ngathi bayakhohlwa ukuthi bazodefenda ubani. Ngoba mawubheka la lama-photo ukuze alethwe e-court. Alethwe ngoba uthi yena abufakazi bonke ukuthi vele lento akhuluma ngayo yenzeka.
Yes.
And then mangathi uyalandela ubhekela akukho even no-one ombuza ukuthi yonke lento esikubuza yona la ama-picture ukuthi bamephi awazi. Ukuthi ngibani lo awazi. Uphika ngisho into evele ku-screen ukuthi nguwe lo akusenguwe lo. So lento bekufuna icace ukuthi uma uzophika yonke lento la okusho ukuthi awuyazi. Ayikho into ozoyifakaza e-court done naye. Kubuye kuziwe la ubani bosina kunama-loop amaningi angazange awenza okusho ukuthi akawenza kumsebenzi wakhe. Ijike uthathe nje ubheke yonke le case ngendlela e-right. Labantu beba-investigator lecala akuveli laphana ukuthi yini into abayitholile ebalinka nale 5 yabantu. Ukushuthi ngendlela yama-investigator labantu abanacala ukuze babe se-court ngulona ohambe wayokhuluma ngabo ukuthi yena wayekhona kanje mara akakwazi ukukusekela lokho yena. So le case ikhulunyelwa ini ngoba zonke lezi zinto ayilethile laphana uyaziphika futhi zonke.
Yes.
Manje angazi ukuthi yini ke lesikhathi esiwestwayo kangaka manje.
But what has happened, we have entertained things that at some point, I'm telling you, at some point in this judge's mind, it did not make sense why they had to entertain the case. I would say there was a hint. The man was frustrated in the beginning to say that, what are you defending if you are saying the people were never there? Do you remember that part? And we said, yeah, the judge is actually... basically the man was saying, why are we even here then? Why are we here today? Do you understand? We're supposed to have exhausted this thing without the public. Basically, we shouldn't be in a main trial.
Yeah,
but we ended up now in a main trial. Now we're going to be entertaining the issues of color. Did you see a bit of blood there and whatnot? Now, the way they are defending it now sounds like at some point these people were actually in that house. But what did not happen is that they never shot. That is what basically I saw.
Mina nako ukufike nje kwangicaka nje clean ku record kukhona since aqale laphana ukuthi akhulume uthi yena imoto abahamba ngayo yi-Uno labantu bekahamba nabo laphana. There's no way ukuthi ungagibela nabantu ungakhona ukubona ukuthi lo celeni kwami bekagcoke kanjani noma ungamazi. Uthi ubuzwe 2 times alokathi Uno mase kuveza picture kuthiwa iPolo sokuthi imoto encane ziyafana. Iphoyisa lonke.
But did you see what basically is happening here? Now it's an issue of a car. I could have gotten it wrong. It could have been an Uno. It could have been a what? But that does not dispute the fact that I was there. That's what my worry about this whole case is. It is not disputing that I was there. I could have gotten the car wrong. But is that now necessitating the conclusion of saying that, oh, actually you were not there? I'm not an expert of cars.
Exactly. Into ayishoyo leyo.
Yes.
Into ayishoyo leyo. Uzogeneration yakhe ukuthi la khona baveza khona la bebakhuluma khona ukuthi la bekwenzekani bebame kuphi. Uthi yena akababuza abantu noma bebehle bawochama. Ngoba mawuyibheka yena ukusuka le laba sokhona wesela bawuthenga utshwala makayibeka into eyenzeke maybe azange kuphele 15 minutes babuya ngoba ukwazi ukuhamba nalentombazana ngenyawo. But mawubuka lama pictures izinto ezenzeke lapha zithi bala cishe isuku lonke. Ukuya lama picture and question yami ithi nguye olethe lama photo lapha ngobufakazi ukuthi into eyayenzekile angithi 1 azange yini awabuka yini yena ukuze abone ukuthi ipholo noma iuno leyana manje angisho ngilalela ishow yakho uma ngingabuzwa ngeshow yakho ngizoqala kuwe ukuthi uvule wathini wakhuluma wathini abafonile bathi or even kuma comment bathe kodwa mangizobe nento ebengayazi lapho okushutha ngibheka wayifuna ngikhulume ngayo ngoba angazi iwari yami i1 nje ukuthi labantu laba angiboni kahle bayaphala icala leli ngendlela ijaji lenza ngalo iligocile licedile.
Yes.
Le Monday esijahile le kuyophinde kube into ethulile do. So wish kube lamalo abameli bayilalela izinto efana nalezi. Ngabe bayakhona ukuthi mababuye la Monday baya lento engathi isolid.
What is there to do? What do you do if you are already half dead in a sense? I mean, you are in the middle of this thing. What can you in this case now? Where to? Because as I'm saying, what this judge eventually ended up conforming to that okay, let me entertain it. Let us go. Okay, you are disputing now the issue of there was a blood in the wall. No, someone is saying it was on the tile. Well, that is literally saying that it could have been people viewing things different, but in fact, there was blood. The common thing there is blood. There was blood. The polo is silver, blue. What? Okay, I'm not driving a blue polo, but you are not disputing that you might be driving a car. Well, the issue is that there was a car, and the car was helped as the guy was reversing out and to help you go out. It could have been a blue or yellow car. It doesn't matter.
Manje mina nako ekungishilo kancane la kule case lo I choose number 5 lama cases akhe abawabalayo okay fine aswaza ngithi le khathi kwenzeka yonke lento kudutsula usenzo beka kuphi yena beka phakathi noma beka ngaphandle.
No, he was outside.
Uma ngabe beka ngaphandle noma aphakathi angena ngani kule case le?
Well,
ngoba asihlangani la
izulu sithi icala lembola ingubo lingene mfowethu.
Ngisengikhulumela ukuthi lize libalwe nje lama case abalwe ecourt ngoba lapha nakukhulunywa ngalela senzo.
Okay.
Leli la lemuva.
Okay. Let me make you one. Ngizokwenzela example e1. Mfowethu mangifuna ukuthi ubone ukuthi mangifuna abantu bebone ukuthi wena ukuhlaza wena uyahlupha wena uhlupho wena uyezwa wena uluhlupho. So ngizokwenzani? Ngizobala ukuthi yazini lo muntu lo uke washaya usibanibani ngempama wachitha utshwala bukabani wenza ukuthi yes akubuyisi akuzi la case ukuthi manje lo case leyo uthi mhlawumbe uphanishiwe kuwonke lama case. What I'm literally saying is that hey lo muntu lo ukuhlaza. The main thing is that I'm saying this person is very rude. This person is a rude person, is unruly. You know, judge, please see this person as an unruly person and rule against this person because this person does not deserve to be outside. This person is unruly. This is not the first time this person is doing this thing.
yazi mhlawumbe uthola isikhathi kulamela kubuke kahle kune case ya laba sekhotho khona mali mamaza recently kanje ngathi lawyer yakhe leyani kunale witness bekhona yabona lawyer leya ayidlali witness history sayo bezokala but ngendlela bekakhuluma ngayo igcine sengasazokala ukuthi ithini the witness ngikompara yona nale.
And tell me something. The lawyer that you are comparing, what is it our brothers or the person of, like, for example, person of no color? There you go. Now you get it. Do you remember Oscar Pistorius' case?
Okay. Yes.
Those people, they respect even from the judge. They keep quiet. You know, take, for example, Rata and say, go preside on that case. You will see how we will even finish the sentence of those people in Afrikaans, for example. I mean, we have seen how when the witnesses of no color came, he even tried to accommodate them, make jokes in Afrikaans. And, you know, do you understand? It's a total different
game. Yes, I'm already ngala ma-suspects ngoba mawubheka ukubhadala umuntu iside kakhulu lesikhathi leqala ngathi lidonselwa lokho egcineni bazophilela imali labantu. Bazophilela imali icase laba
egcineni states mhlawumbe mhlawumbe states igcineni zothi no sinixhasile mhlawumbe mawukuthi bakhokhelwa i-state sizaye sinixhasile ayiseke imali manje ayiseke man niyadura
ngiyadura egcineni kwakhona labantu bayaphansi. Mina engayi-understand angithi ukulandwa kaloko bonke labantu bebalapha endlini kaKhumalo wathiwa ngama-witness ukheli yena ufola kuphi?
Witness slash
ngoba phela yena ayikhulunywa ubala nje njengomuntu obeka ngekho total. Ayikhulunywa nokukhulunywa indaba yakhe okusho ukuthi bekufanele kube nguye umuntu ngoba bangalalela nje even laphana kule icala kwakhona ubani Ntumelo or ngumtho ukukhulunywa kwakhona esibhedlela uthi esibhedlela lekhathi sekabona ukuthi usezishona ukheli ngizanguzandi ukheli wathatha ifone wathatha iwallet uyayibala izinto ayithathayo then mase kukhulunywa ngale indaba zama-swim swap indaba abasabuyeli kuma-record ukuthi i-swim swap yenzeka kanjani ukheli abe nguye wathatha ifone. Yayibona zonke lezi izinto ufuna ngabe bayi-pick up zonke lezi lama lawyer aba-pick up neso umuntu uyazi expose but ibona baqhubeka nayo angazi yini lento efundwa laphana ngoba lento le efundwa laphana akusiyo into abayivumelayo laphana bona funa angathi abaplane next hayi sesiyobona Monday ukuthi kwenzekani kodwa mina ngiyabona nje ukuthi Monday yoba i-same story ubhasophe Monday bayobuya la egcineni bakhale bathi lokho amafoni awezi bathi sizonilethela Tuesday but no ahlele sobona Tuesday afike maybe ama records or thing but sicela ukuwabuka another 2 weeks.
Yeah,
yiyo into eseyenzekalayo.
No, ake siza ukuthi bathini abanye.
Okay, ngiyabonga Phuthambe. Ngiyaqala lo mngene ehlelweni lakho.
Thank you. Yes, so this is a long story. It's a long story. We had a long conversation. But at the end of the day, what literally this is saying is that it's a cycle. We're doing nothing, basically. Mzansi, hello.
Yebo, sonibonani?
Yebo sir.
Unjani?
Ngikhona mfowethu.
Nathi siyaphila.
Yeah.
Sithi usister aphole.
Siyabonga.
Yeah, kunzima la Mr. Anonymous. kunzima kulecala kunzima ukhona usister she was saying hey the day ujudge alilo uthi alele record ya Mr. Zungu. After that uza nge-judgment on Monday uthi hayi already une-judgment yakhe uyibhale ngo-weekend. So from that day lama defense bayabafana bayibona ukuthi la kushubile. It's not business as usual. Bafuna bayibona lento leyo. Yeah, ngoba manje this thing ibhaliwe nje ujudge anything, any loophole uyayivala. Yeah, because ngavumelana na wena Masi, but another thing, if you look at the day that they did that application about Zungu's statement, even though they were not prepared, but they did well. But look who's judging. It's not normal. If it was a different judge, the defense did well, even though they didn't have they didn't prepare any argument, but they did well.
Yes.
Balo did nothing that day. The judge was the one who but they must realize this is it's not a normal case that they will go to court and come back. This is a big thing. They have to realize that. So if they want to play like a normal it's not a normal case, this one. Because they can see that even we are doing things right, but things are happening. Judgment are written on weekend, and you are still want to entertain such a. They have to do something, but hey, I'm worried because I can see.
It was a chance if they already knew that we are in trouble here and felt that this actually case is not going to finish. It was a chance for them to say, let us just report this judge and then start afresh.
Because like now, they demanded cell phones. There is no cell phones. Why are you continuing without the cell phones?
Exactly. They were supposed to collapse. They were supposed to collapse it there. From there, they were supposed to say, no. We are not going to entertain this. We said we want
why
cell
are you
phone.
continue? Yeah. Sometimes they make an application, but they don't do follow up. So why are you? So I was hearing Chololo. She was saying, no, on Monday I will come with my device. Is she an expert now? Cell phone expert?
Exactly. That's what is going to happen. And where does time help? Because look at what the judge is doing here. The judge has already rubbished that thing by saying that does that photo show where you took the photo? Is the location attached to that photo? It's not attached to that photo. It is not attached to that photo.
You see what? If they were cell phone expect, they were, or anything expect, they were going to tell the judge. It's a fake. What this thing, because the judge telling them you can't see anything there behind the background of the photo. You can't recognize anything. You must have some why abantu bangathatha isithombe just anywhere without showing any background or sikuphi lapha. Like they were shooting a movie.
Hey, you see what is happening? What I figured out, what I think is happening. These people, they don't have money. Maybe they try to converse and say, hey, can we have finances so that we can get our expects? And then they were shut down, obviously. No one is going to give you something that is going to help you when you are against them.
They are let me tell you, they are in trouble because the state won't pay to expect.
Exactly. Exactly.
When they bring you cell phone expect, you must use that one.
Exactly.
Or you must pay for you. That's what they're saying. They have to find a ballistic expert.
And that ballistic guy, I'm telling you, that ballistic guy is coming back. He's going to testify, and no one's going to come and say, actually, that did not happen. This is not how a ballistic moves. I'm telling you right now, I don't think that they can afford that.
Okay. Where I don't agree with you, Mr. Noma, is about the judge. This man is not doing a mistake. He was there for. He's doing what exactly he's there for. It's not a mistake. He's just doing what he's there for. Just like today, you were saying no, they have to proceed. Yeah. So, Mr. Why can't we proceed? Because sometimes I see you put some replacement there. Why it doesn't contain him as a judge? But today giving him an option. No, you can go and do whatever you do and bring that boy to listen to the evidence.
I don't care as long as there's someone. When I want to release my serious judgment, I would say everyone was present.
Yeah, so can go away for 2 days and the trial will continue. But when it's Paloi, things can wait.
Did you see how calm he was when they are complaining and saying that Baloyi is not bringing things on time and whatnot? I don't know. How many days do you need? It's okay. I can give you 2 days.
Our brothers are going down because if another option is to complain, that's what I was saying. No, my client is directing me to put an application to recuse you, the judge, and I don't want to do that. But this time, this defense, they've got that option to say no. You are not fair. So that they can collapse these things because they are not going to win this case because
they need to collapse this case. If they don't collapse this case, their people are going down.
Even if they are good, but they will discredit one witness after another. Yeah, you deal with this one. You deal with money is going.
And you'll give up. At some point, you'll give up. You need to take cases that are going to pay you properly. Because you can be taking cases that are giving you 5,000.
Yeah. For us as a citizen, it's just a wake-up call. It's just another... It gives us opportunity to know what's exactly going on behind this court, our court. For us, there is always a bad and good side for any situation. This is a situation where we learn how bad things are. A policeman can come and satisfy untruth statement, give untrue, so that you can go to jail. So we are learning. For us as a people, we are learning already. You can go to jail straight without even doing anything. I'm worried because now the defense can, and they're starting to be angry. Even Khumalo was angry. They're starting to see it, but it's late. It is too late now because the judge doesn't care. Every loophole, every little loophole, is closing it one by one.
Hey, I'm seeing here.
You are seeing
South African.
You are seeing the picture where.
Is saying that they are waiting for Capitec statement. Look at how long it took the Capitec statement to come. It's still not there.
This thing, if you are a defense lawyer, you have to fight for it. You say no, I can't continue. I can't continue without that statement. If the judge rule otherwise, you take those rulings and you combine them, then you put a big application for him to recuse himself.
That's the only solution that I
see. Because when when you put things in record, it's not about you're gonna win at the same time, but when you keep on bringing them. Like today, it's the first time that Muni is complaining on record that the state is ambushing them. It's for the first time now, because they were supposed to do this thing, and then you combine them and you put in application
and say this is the problem and complain properly.
Yeah,
but I feel
but
like
for the first time,
a piece of like I feel like they are too soft.
Yeah, because they are good. They are good and good ladies. Because if you are bad like therefore, you're gonna be in trouble. You just have to think about your future, pen.
You must behave, or you must be in line.
Yeah, you must think about. Yeah, you must think about. You don't have to just behave any way. You have to fight, but with respect. Because
how do you
must
fight
think
with
about your
respect?
future.
How do you fight with respect? You fight like normal with, with your hands folded.
Yeah.
Is that how you fight with respect?
Yeah. It's your Lord. It's your Lord.
You see, that's why I said that thing of calling these people my Lord is just, to me, it does not make sense. I can't call you my Lord.
Everybody, we can see that. Yeah. I can't call you my Lord. Why should I call you my Lord?
But if you take that profession, you will call that person either my Lord or your worship.
That's why therefore was saying you are not mine. Therefore was not saying he was saying you are Lord.
He was
never said my Lord.
This court.
Yeah. I'm not involved there. I'm not worshiping you. Even Mr. Mamela was complaining about it.
No, we do laugh even if things are tough. No, thank you, man, for your contribution.
But we just pray that in every situation, God will intervene, because this situation is bigger than anyone.
Yes.
We just need God's help because we can blame the judge, we can blame the witness, because one thing that I learned, even the person who's coming as a witness and you can see his line, you don't have to blame him 100% total, because you don't know what he's facing. You don't know how much they are treating him behind the doors. You don't know. We don't know. We are just listening to see how come a man like Zungu can come. Yeah, it's not easy. We just pray that one day the truth will come out. But hey, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, guys.
Sure.
Yes, thank you. Guys, I think this is my cue to leave. Thank you for receiving me. Please like the video on your way out. Share as much as you can. And today, I'm sure I was totally different. Mr. Anonymous was not quiet, was ranting. But it is frustrating. That's all I can say. It's a bye from me, guys. Thank you.